Well, hello, all my good friends. So today I am going to be sharing with you my pattern and fabric haul from the recent Black Friday sale. And at the end of the video, I am going to be sharing with you a bonus item. This is an item that was gifted to me. It's kind of like an early Christmas gift. So I am excited to share with you all that today. So let's go ahead and get into the video and let's see what I picked up for Black Friday this year. So the first few patterns, these patterns I purchased because my lovely daughter, my oldest girl, she recently took an interest in sewing. So she is now turning her eye to sewing more, which I am really, really grateful for. I tried so hard when they were little to introduce them to sewing, and they just did not get into it. And my oldest daughter, she was more into crocheting, and so she tried her hand at that. And so now she is looking more to sewing. And so I picked up a few gifts for her for Christmas, and I can share this with you all because she doesn't watch my channel. She has a lot to do. She's in college, and she's just been really busy with exams and things of that nature. So this is the first little beginner set that I have bought for her. So this pattern is McCall's M8344. This is a pattern that I purchased for myself as well. She had made mention that she wanted something like this with a crossover top and a long sleeve. And so I thought this would be perfect for her for beginners. And as she grows into sewing and starts to learn more, she can do any of these views here. And it would be a really great pattern for her to continue to learn to sew. I also picked up this pattern. It's the McCall's M7322. Now, I don't own a copy of this myself. I think I'm going to go back and get me a copy. This is a level 1 learn to sew pattern. You have your basic knit top that has your front block, your back pattern block, your sleeve, and a neckband. So this would be really easy for her as well. I also think, view B and E, you don't have a neckline, a neckband. I think you're just, right here it says faced neckline. So you're just going to face the neckline there. So I think this would be really good for her since it's a level 1 learn to sew. You have all these different options. It has 5 different options here. You have A through F. So I think this will be a really great pattern for her, and she gets to work with knits with that. I also picked up this pattern here. This is the McCall's M7931, which is also a really easy pattern. This is a skirt pattern. You have your 2 basic pattern blocks, and I think you have interfacings, and she will be learning how to put in a zipper with this. And so I think this would be something that I can sew with her and kind of go step by step and having her to learn how to do a zipper install. So I think that would be fun. This one here, I think she would be able to do on her own. This is a level 1 learn to sew that has an elasticated waistband, and it has, again, a lot of different variations. She can do a long skirt, or even this variation with this shaped handkerchief hem, or she can do just a short knee-length skirt. Just so many different options here that she can choose from. And again, this is knit as well. So I did pick up a few knit patterns. This one's more for your non-stretch fabrics, and so she will be able to learn both of those as she goes. So that's what I picked up for her for Christmas. Now for myself, I picked up a ton of Burter patterns. I also picked up a few Friday Pattern Company patterns. I am in love with Friday Pattern Company because they have a really great inclusive size range. So I tend to get Friday Pattern Company patterns whenever I can, especially during this time of year, because a lot of online fabric shops tend to put their patterns on sale during Black Friday. So Oak Fabrics is one of these online shops that put their patterns on sale for Friday Pattern Company, especially on Etsy. And so you can save anywhere from 15 to 30% off of these patterns. And a lot of the times that includes free shipping with a purchase of $35. And so I really like that. So anyway, let's look at my Berta haul first, and then I'll talk more about Friday Pattern Company. So I picked up this Berta style pattern here, which is the 5965. And Berta, guys, was on sale last weekend. I hope that you guys were able to take advantage of that sale. It was $2.99. Berta usually only go on sale about 2 times a year. And so I was really happy to get this. So this is in the size 18 to 28. Unfortunately, that's the only size that they have. But it does include like this step-by-step tutorial, this paper tutorial that they have, instructions in the envelope, which I really love that Berta has started to do that, because in the past they have been missing a lot of steps. And so this step-by-step process that they have now put in their patterns is just, it's so much better. But this is definitely a blouse that I want to make. It is a blouse that has buttons going down the center front. You have some gathering on the shoulder, and it looks like you have a little bit of a forward shoulder, a little bit of a stand-up collar band there. You have elastic in your lower sleeve hem. You have the option of doing this long sleeve or this 3/4 length sleeve. You even have an option to put ties on the neckline. The back has a yoke with a little tab on the back. So I really like this, and I want to try this and give it a try and see what it looks like. I also picked up this Berta 6359 Berta style jacket, come in sizes 10 to 20. Now, for this one, I really had to look past the envelope. I don't like this fur jacket, and this probably would be too much for me as well. I think I would make something like this with either a solid tan or brown or red wool or blended wool coat material. I like the options here for the neckline. You just have a little collar. This is like your traditional shirt collar type collar, but I like that they have this as a coat. You do have this dropped sleeve, and you have a sleeve that you're adding to that drop sleeve, which is, I think it's going to be more of an easier coat that you can just put together real quickly if you're looking for something that is quick and simple and easy to sew. This is more for like your average sewist. So it's not going to be super easy, but I think it'll be easy enough that you can, you know, get something real quickly. Again, it only come in the US sizes 10 to 20, and the European sizes 36 to 46. So that's the only thing about Berta. They don't normally have like 2 groups or 3 groups of size ranges like the big 4. So I tend not to get those patterns as much because they're so limited in terms of size. I picked up this pattern, the Berta style 5884, size 8 to 18. And I think this would be just really cool to make, especially this view here, view A. I think it would be so, so cute to make. I had a, I thought I had a copy of this, and I purchased this when it first came out, but I can't find it. So either I lost it or I don't know, but I purchased another copy just in case, you know, it might resurface. If it doesn't, I'll have this copy here. This is very simple, easy, and I'm hoping to make that. Berta style 6363 is basically a really easy dress. You have the option to put this bow tie on the neckline, and I've been really gravitating towards bow ties lately. I don't know why, but I got this pattern simply because I love the sleeve, these long billowy sleeves, and the necktie on it, and you have a simple pattern block for your front and back. You do have darts that you're going to be placing on the bust there. However, it's so simple, easy to make, and I think this style is just, with the right fabric, it's going to be amazing, especially with these really big, nice, billowy sleeves. and the bow tie there. This one here, you have the option of just making a dress without the necktie and also the long billowy sleeves. And so I like the options that they give you in this envelope. I also picked up another shirt pattern. This is size 8 to 18, Berta style 6632. I might have to size this up. It just depends on how, you know, big it runs. It is loose fitting, so I may not have to size it up, but I love the details on this. Again, you have this forward shoulder with some gathering or pleats. I don't know if that's gathering or pleats that are on the front of the front there. You have a back yoke. You also have some gathering on the back, and you have a band that extends around the neckline down the center front of the garment here. I love this. And then you have a little cuff on the sleeve for view B, and then you can make a sleeveless variation as well. So I love this. You're going to be using buttons for your closure, and I think that would be a really nice blouse pattern. I picked up this Berta Easy 5855. It's supposed to be a super easy jacket. And so I am thinking about doing this view here, this longer variation. Now this does come with a 2-part sleeve. So I'll have to try to figure that out. Usually 2-part sleeves are not friendly for my biceps, but we will see about doing a bicep adjustment and if that works. This pattern does go from 8 to 22, so I really like that about this pattern. Most Berta patterns go to 18 or 20. Occasionally they'll have a pattern that goes up to a size 22, and so I really like this. And for their plus sizes, if they have a plus size pattern, it'll go up to like a 28 or something like that. So I really like this, and I feel like that 22 will be more favorable for me, especially for the biceps. So that's why I picked up that pattern. For 5-Day Pattern Company patterns, I picked up this Adriana dress. Now this has been out for a while, and I have been contemplating getting it. I love the sleeves. It reminds me of that Berta dress a little bit. Let's see here. It reminds me of this Berta dress. You don't have the tie around the neckline, and you also have a high, almost like a square neckline for this variation, whereas this one you have more like a soft V-shaped. So I purchased this. You also don't have the bust darts for this one, so you have less work. And then the back neckline, again, you have kind of like this rounded hem or rounded neckline back there. And this one goes from extra small to 4X. And in terms of finished garment measurements, that's a 35-inch for the bust for extra small, up to a 56 for the 4X. The measurements for the hips are there, and the length measurements there. And then I picked up this Deer and Doe pattern. This is it's either the On D or the On Day sweater. You have a short sleeve and a long sleeve. You also can make a variation with a Peter Pan collar or just a round neck band. You also have these fun little hem bands that you can attach to the lower part of your sleeves, and also you can attach a band on the lower part of the sweater as well. So really like this one, and this range in size 34 to 46, and so that's going to be 31.5 inches for your bust, and it goes up to 41 inches for your bust for size 46. So finished garment measurements is listed here. 31 inches for the 34, 40.5 inches for the 46. I also picked up this 5-Day Pattern Company pattern, the Wilder gown. This gathering sometimes is tedious for me, but I've been on the fence about it. I've seen so many different cute variations. I decided to just get it. And so I finally picked this up. It goes to a size 7X, extra small to 7X. So that is really nice. And you can make a top, or you can make two different variations of a dress. So this is a dress, a gathered dress. And this one is a gathered maxi dress that has a tier at the lower bottom. So really like that pattern. Lastly, I picked up this Berta Easy. It's a super easy dress, sizes 8 to 22. I'm thinking about doing this as a faux wrap, and I really, really like the style. It's so, it looks so comfortable and so easy to make. So I think I might be making that as well. So those are all of the patterns that I have purchased for the Black Friday sale. Okay, so now I want to share with you the fabrics that I purchased for my Black Friday haul. So this first piece is a pre-pleated gold fabric that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. So Hobby Lobby don't usually have like Black Friday sales. However, they do have fabrics that are off season go on sale. So their fall fabrics were on sale since it's now winter and they are focusing on Christmas fabrics. Their fall fabrics are on sale, and this was part of their fall collection this year in 2023. And so I picked this gorgeous pre-pleated gold material up, and I am going to share with you a few images here, inspirational pictures, as well as a few patterns that I would like to sew with this. So I want to make something for Christmas, and I am going to make a Christmas skirt with this. I also picked this piece up from Hobby Lobby as well. Again, this was in I think their spring collection. This is a velvet material. So it does have a nap. So I have to be really careful when I'm sewing with this. And as you can tell, it has this really nice, shiny black background. And on the foreground, you have these small scaled flowers, and they come in different colors. And one of the colors, this here, is kind of like a yellowish, goldish color, which I think would be so lovely with this. So I'm going to make a top with this and a skirt with this. I haven't decided. So I may make a dress with this, and I may make a, so I know I'm making a skirt for this because I purchased enough fabric to make a skirt. However, I don't know if I want to make a top or a dress with this. If I make a top with this, it will go with this as a set. Now, the top here, I had thought about, I'll put a few patterns here, but I thought about the New Look bodysuit that just, that was released this summer. And I thought about that. And then I thought about, there's this Berta pattern that I made 2 Christmases ago, and I made a beautiful red velvet top with it. When I made that top, in my mind, I thought, I'm going to go back to this pattern because I love this pattern so much, and I'm going to make a dress. And so it would be so easy to make a dress out of that pattern. And so if I make a dress with this fabric, it would be that Berta pattern. So those are my thoughts for these fabrics here. So for my Joann haul, I picked up this beautiful double brush burgundy and spotted cream fabric. Reminds me of a galaxy type fabric, which I think is so gorgeous. Now, I will say I was very disappointed this year in Joann's Black Friday sales. I don't know about your location, but my location had 40% off. And I thought to myself, like, this is not really a Black Friday sale. Usually these fabrics go on sale for 60% off or 65% off or something like that. I just did not get a whole lot from Joann's this year because I just didn't feel like the sales were all that great this year. But I did pick this up, and I want to make that new look bodysuit that I said I might make for Christmas. So I think this would be really gorgeous in that new look bodysuit with a beautiful black skirt, or a any kind of tan skirt or brown skirt, or maybe even a burgundy skirt or a rose color skirt. I have so many different ideas for this in terms of matching that bodysuit with the skirt. I think it would be so cute. So that's what I picked up for my Joann fabric haul. And then lastly, I want to go ahead and share with you that bonus item I talked to you about in the beginning of the video, which is an early Christmas present. This early Christmas present is from Jenny Rushmore of Cashmerette Patterns. So she gifted me a copy of her new book, Sewing the Curve. And this is a pretty good book. I am surprised by how, simplistic it is. It's really beginner friendly, which I really like. This book comes in a lot of great detail for beginner sewist. She talks about her sewing journey there, and then she gives a section here on essential sewing tools and must-haves and things of that nature. And then as the book go on, it talks about sewing patterns and types of sewing patterns and things you should consider while preparing for sewing, understanding sewing patterns and instructions, understanding PDF patterns, all those fun little details there. So this book comes with patterns, and one of the patterns that is in this book is this dress here. It's a dress and tunic, and I think it's the Montbell is what it's called. And it's a very simple pattern, very beginner friendly. As you can see, you don't have to worry about setting in sleeves or anything like that, because this is a grown-on sleeve, or you can do like a sleeveless option. She has this finished garment measurement chart in here, so you can reference the book here for your instructions if you are interested in sewing this particular pattern. And again, you have so many different patterns that come in this book. It tells you how to find the printed patterns and what to do with the printed patterns. They're inside of this little pocket here. And so that's all of the patterns that come with the book there. And I'll put a link to the site in the comment section below and to this book, so you can go and take a look at this book if you decide you want to have a book with some really beginner friendly patterns. It includes 6 full-size patterns in the sizes 12 to 32 for US and 16 to 36 for the UK. So anyway, that was a fun little Christmas surprise, and I was really surprised when I got this book, and I am really grateful, and I wanted to thank Jenny for giving me or gifting me this beautiful book. So that is my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. I hope to talk to you all in the comment section or in the next video, and I will talk to you all later. Have a happy and blessed sewing week. Bye.